Not every light worker is the same or has the same ability or even mission and purpose in life. Each light worker has their own unique set of gifts and abilities and missions and purposes in life of what they are meant to be doing. And in this video today, I want to share with you 6 different types of light workers so you can maybe see which category do you fall into. And then also, what is it that you are truly meant to be doing? The first one is the healer. These light workers, they use their gift and ability of healing to help heal others deeply. They help them heal the inner child, maybe heal the shadow, heal wounds from the past, trauma and those type of things, maybe even past life, karmic things, soul contracts and those type of things. They're really focusing on healing someone physically, emotionally, spiritually, and even mentally. So they're really using that gift of assisting others and really setting themselves free from all the baggage, all the energetic blocks, all the negative stuff that is really stored within them to set them free. Now, this could be an energy healer, someone that channels light language, or even hypnosis. That's also a form of healing. And of course, there are probably many others, but any light worker that focuses on the healing, they fall into category of healers. And then the second type is the messenger. These light workers use their ability to channel higher level frequencies to channel messages from source, from the divine, from the angel, from the galactics. They could be mediums where they maybe communicate with the other side. They could be psychics or even just channels channeling higher level frequencies. And they're using their ability to really share those higher level frequency messages that will then inspire and motivate and move other people. They're somewhat of a spiritual teacher, so to speak, because they are sharing those messages. Their role is not so much to heal or to maybe even work with people one-on-one. The messenger are more so they're working with people one-to-many, whether it is maybe they're starting like a YouTube channel or they're writing books, like channeled work and those type of things. And yes, of course, they could probably also work one-on-one with people, but their main focus is really sharing the messages of source, of the divine, of the angels, of the galactics, of these light beings to share it with the world. Because these beings, they don't have a voice, an actual voice to be heard, so they need people like the messenger to really share their messages with the world. So maybe you feel called to be a messenger, and that's really, and your work really will be more so about channeling those messages. So your work will be more so channeling and sharing messages of higher frequency. Then the third type is the Wayshower. These light workers, they are truly like the mentors, the wayshowers, the beacons of light. There are those that really walk their own walk and then share their experience with others. So they're really that mentor, so to speak, where others really feel drawn to them for guidance, for mentorship as well. They're looking for advice from these people, from these wayshowers. Now, this also could mean like someone that is sharing messages on YouTube, for example, or someone that does talks or workshops and things like that. Someone that shares their own experience about life and messages that really inspires other people to really help them then shift their life as well. And they may also be more so in the background as well, where they're really just walking their own walk, and because of them walking their own walk, that has a ripple effect to impact others. Maybe they are then sharing whatever they're experiencing, or maybe just by them doing their own work impacts others, because then it is an invitation to others to then also follow their footsteps, or maybe others just being drawn to them for guidance, for advice. A wayshower could also be a great coach or a mentor, someone that people really come to for that guidance, for that support, for that mentorship. Then the fourth type is the Lightkeeper. These light workers, they hold a lot of light within their energy field. They bring light to darkness. So whether it is they're great mediators, so if they're going into a situation where let's say someone is arguing or whatnot, they're bringing that high frequency light within the situation that then soothes out the situations. They're, like I said, they could be great mediators. They could be great just people just to be around. Like if you're ever around another person that when you're with them, you're just feeling so absolutely amazing, that is because they're they're holding a lot of that high frequency light that has that ripple effect. They also don't really get bogged down by any challenges. They're always focusing on the light. So the darkness can never dim their light. So they're truly the beacon of light. That when you see them, when they walk into the room, they light up the room, so to speak. They bring light to everything they do and everywhere they go, and everyone they touch, they bring that light within that situation. They're also quite gentle souls, so they don't really get pissed off much. They're really that gentle soul, and they also have the ability to see the light in others and to bring out and activate the light within others as well. Then the fifth type is the Transmuter. These light workers, they transform any lower level frequencies, any darkness into light. So they're the true alchemist in this world. So they can really transmute any of those lower level frequencies that, even within a person. So it's somewhat of, I wouldn't necessarily call them a healer, so to speak, but their ability to transmute any lower level frequencies somewhat makes them a healer as well, but they're really focusing more on the transmutation rather than the healing. They can also help others make it through difficult times because they're really helping transmute whatever is really holding them back and affecting them negatively, or that keeps them stuck in life. Now, this also could be a coach, a mentor, a spiritual teacher, but their main focus is really on the transmutation. Because there are so many modalities out there. Some people, they may focus more on past life, work or current work or moving forward and things like that. So, the Transmuter, their main focus is on the transmutation. And then we have the sixth and final type that's the Activator. These light workers, they activate certain aspects within other people. And they're using high-level frequency codexes or light codes to really activate certain aspects within a person, which they really do the DNA activation, the DNA work. Now, these activators, they're great for helping someone with the spiritual awakening, with uncovering their gifts, with really, activating wealth consciousness within them, or things like that, to help them create positive change in their life. So an activator could be someone that channels light language, for example, that uses light language or even other channeled work, really working with the galactics or the angelics or the light beings to express high-level frequencies through them and be expressed in the form of those activation codexes within another person. So they're transmitting those codexes to that other person with the intention of activating certain aspects. So I, for example, use light language to activate, to heal, and to activate. And I just want you to know is that, because you may be wondering, well, I'm not sure which category I really fall into because I have somewhat of like all the abilities, or at least some of them. Perfectly fine. You can have aspects of multiple different types of light workers, but I want to invite you to kind of think of like which one stands out the most, because there's one of the categories that you really associate yourself with more than with others. Yes, you can have the ability of being a messenger, a healer, an activator, or a channel, but there's maybe one category that you really associate yourself with the most. And that is then your type. That is then the role that you are playing. I too fall into most of these categories, but I would consider myself more of the activator because I use light language in all of my work to activate, to help release and heal and then activate. That is really the category that I find myself in the most, is in the work that I do. But yes, I am a wayshower because I am sharing messages online. I am also a messenger because I channel. But I truly believe that the category that I fall into is really the activator. So here I want to invite you to consider that, yes, maybe you fall into multiple categories, but look for the one that really you associate yourself with the most, that you really resonate with the most, and then follow that. Make that your main thing, and of course include the other things as well, because it will be the entire package of you really making that impact. But these are the 6 types of light workers. Now, I would like to know from you, which type do you feel most in alignment with? And maybe let me even know if there are some other categories that you really associate yourself with as well. I would love to know. What kind of light worker do you feel you are? Leave me a comment below, let me know. But here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. And then also be sure to check out this video here about discovering your role as a light worker, your role and mission explained, so you can get some more insights into that. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.